Have you ever stood up from a chair and felt like your knees were creaking louder than the floorboards? Or maybe you've caught yourself holding your breath just to bend down and tie your shoes. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone, and you're definitely not broken. The truth is, as we age, our bodies change. But here's the good news. That doesn't mean we have to feel stiff, weak, or out of sync with our own bodies. In fact, this stage of life can be one of the most powerful times to take control of your health, and it doesn't require intense workouts, gym memberships, or lifting heavy weights. What it does require is a little movement, done consistently and with care. In this video, we're going to talk about the perfect senior workout, a simple routine built around 6 gentle but effective moves that can help you feel stronger, looser, and more energized, both in your body and in your mind. These movements are designed especially for those of us over 60. They help with joint flexibility, muscle strength, balance, and even mental clarity. So if you've been feeling a little more sluggish than usual, if your back aches just a little more after gardening, or if you're just looking for a safe way to stay active without risking injury, you're in the right place. Let's start with the first movement. Something so simple it almost feels like you're not doing anything at all, yet it works wonders. It's called seated marching. Yes, marching. But don't worry, there's no need to stand up just yet. This one you can do right from your favorite chair. Sit tall with both feet flat on the ground, hands resting lightly on the sides of the chair. Now slowly lift one knee just a few inches off the floor, then lower it back down. Now do the same with the other leg. Back and forth, like a slow march. You might be wondering, what's the point of this? Well, here's the beauty of it. This little motion does a lot. It wakes up your hip flexors, strengthens your thighs, and gets your blood flowing. And because you're seated, you're not putting stress on your joints. Think of it like a warm-up for your entire lower body. Plus, it helps keep your coordination sharp, your brain and body working together, one knee at a time. Now don't worry about how high you lift your knees or how fast you go. The key is to move with control and consistency. Do it while watching TV, listening to music, or chatting with a friend. 10 or 15 of these on each side, once or twice a day, can make it easier to stand up, walk around, or climb a step without hesitation. And once you're feeling warmed up, we can move into something a bit more invigorating. The second move in our routine, wall push-ups. Now, I know what you're thinking. Push-ups? That sounds like something for bodybuilders, but these are different. These are gentle, joint-friendly, and perfect for building upper body strength without the strain. All you need is a sturdy wall. Stand about 2 feet away from it. Place your hands flat on the wall at shoulder height and slowly bend your elbows as you lean in. Then, gently push yourself back to the starting position. That's one wall push-up. No getting down on the floor, no straining your back or shoulders, just a smooth motion that works your chest, shoulders, arms, and even your core. This one is especially good for maintaining independence. Think about all the everyday tasks that require upper body strength, pushing a shopping cart, lifting groceries, even opening a jar of pickles. Wall push-ups help you keep those muscles strong and ready, so you don't feel like you have to ask for help every time you carry something heavier than a loaf of bread. And the best part, you can adjust how challenging it feels. The closer you stand to the wall, the easier it is. Step back a little more, and it gets a bit tougher. It's like your very own adjustable exercise machine, no gym required. Now, while you're doing these, remember to breathe. Inhale as you lean in, exhale as you push back. It may sound simple, but that breath pattern helps your body stay calm and focused. You might even notice your mind feels a little clearer afterward. That's because movement, especially mindful movement, is one of the best things we can do for our brains as we age. Speaking of that, here's a little tip that's easy to forget but makes a big difference. Stay aware of your posture. Whether you're doing seated marching or wall push-ups, try to imagine a string gently pulling the top of your head toward the ceiling. Shoulders relaxed, chest open, back straight. Just that little adjustment can take pressure off your spine and make every movement more effective. By now, you might already be noticing a difference, even just from imagining these exercises. That's the power of intention and awareness. When you focus on moving your body with care, you're telling yourself, I still have strength, I still have control. And that message is more important than any number on a scale or a stopwatch. Now, before we move on, take a moment to check in with how you're feeling. Are your shoulders a bit looser, legs feeling a little more alive? That's your body saying thank you. And if this is starting to sound like something you want to keep doing, I'd really appreciate it if you click the like button and subscribe to the channel. It helps more folks like you find these videos, and it lets me know this is the kind of content that's making a difference in your life. All right, now that we've gotten a good start with seated marching and wall push-ups, it's time to keep that momentum going. The next move is one of my personal favorites because it not only helps with physical balance, but also gives a little boost to mental clarity. Let's ease into it together. Just take a comfortable stance wherever you are, maybe near a kitchen counter or the back of a sturdy chair. The third movement is called the single leg balance, and it's all about improving your stability, something that becomes incredibly important as we age. Because let's face it, losing our balance isn't just a little wobble anymore. One wrong step can lead to a fall, and a fall can lead to weeks or months of recovery. But the good news? Practicing balance daily can make a world of difference. To begin, lightly hold onto the counter or chair with one hand for support. Stand tall with your feet hip-width apart. Now, gently lift one foot off the floor, just an inch or two is plenty. Try to keep your balance on the other foot for 5 to 10 seconds. Don't worry if you feel a little shaky. That's your muscles and brain doing their job, adjusting and getting stronger. Lower your foot, take a breath, and switch to the other leg. This simple exercise works the tiny stabilizer muscles in your ankles, knees, and hips, the very ones that keep you steady when you're walking or stepping off a curb. And here's the best part, as your physical balance improves, your mental confidence does too. You walk with more assurance, stand a little taller, and feel more in control of your body. That's a powerful feeling at any age. You can work your way up to 20 or even 30 seconds on each leg. And over time, if you feel safe, you can try doing it without holding on to anything. But always listen to your body. This isn't about showing off. It's about building strength and trust in your own movements, one step at a time. Now let's transition into the fourth move, which pairs beautifully with balance training, and that's seated or standing arm circles. This one seems so easy at first glance, but don't let it fool you. Arm circles are fantastic for shoulder mobility, posture, and even boosting circulation. And they're especially great if you've been feeling tight in your shoulders or upper back, which, let's be honest, many of us do after years of working, caring for others, or simply spending more time sitting. Start by sitting or standing tall, whichever feels more comfortable. Extend both arms out to your sides so they're level with your shoulders. Now, make small, slow circles, about the size of a grapefruit. 5 to 10 circles going forward, then pause and reverse direction. Nice and easy. You might feel a bit of warmth building in your arms and shoulders, and that's a good thing. It means blood is flowing, muscles are engaging, and those stiff joints are getting a gentle nudge back into motion. If you want to challenge yourself a bit more, you can make the circles larger, or add a light water bottle in each hand for a tiny bit of resistance. But again, don't overdo it. This is about feeling good, not pushing past your limits. These circles also do wonders for posture. You know how our shoulders tend to creep forward over the years. That rounded, slouched position can lead to all sorts of aches and pains. Arm circles help open the chest, strengthen the upper back, and remind the body how to stand tall again. And while you're doing them, try to breathe rhythmically. Inhale as your arms rise slightly, exhale as you complete the circle. That gentle rhythm of movement and breath has a calming effect on the nervous system. It's a little like a moving meditation, and who couldn't use a bit more calm in their day? Let's pause here for a second. You've already done so much for your body in just a few simple steps. You've activated your legs and hips, strengthened your upper body, worked on your balance, and loosened up those shoulders. That's a lot of progress, and the beauty is, none of it required lying on the floor or breaking a sweat, just mindful movement, one moment at a time. And here's something worth mentioning. These exercises don't have to be done all at once. Some folks prefer doing them as a little morning ritual to start the day right. Others spread them out, marching during commercials, balance work while waiting for the kettle to boil, arm circles while listening to music in the evening. There's no perfect way to fit it in. The key is to simply do it. Consistency is what builds strength, not perfection. Now, if you're enjoying this and want more ways to stay strong, flexible, and sharp after 60, go ahead and tap the like button and subscribe to the channel. It really helps me keep creating helpful content just for you, and it tells YouTube this is something worth sharing with others who might need it too. Let's keep the momentum going. You're doing great. You've taken steps to care for your joints, muscles, and even your confidence. What's next is a move that ties it all together, not just physically but mentally too. Because wellness after 60 isn't just about muscles or flexibility. It's about keeping your mind sharp, your spirit lifted, and your connection to your own body strong. So let's keep going. This next movement is a gentle, full-body stretch that's as good for your mind as it is for your muscles. It's often called the standing side reach, but you can think of it more like a morning yawn for your whole body. You know that instinct to stretch your arms overhead and lean from side to side when you wake up? That's exactly the kind of natural motion we're tapping into here, and it does wonders. Start by standing or sitting tall, depending on your comfort level. Raise one arm slowly over your head while keeping the other by your side. Now gently lean toward the side with the lowered arm, feeling a stretch all the way down your ribcage and into your waist. Hold that for a breath or two, then slowly return to center and switch sides. There's something really satisfying about this motion. It loosens up the spine, opens the lungs, and even gives your digestive organs a gentle massage. It's also an excellent counter movement if you've been sitting for long periods. That side-to-side sway helps keep your back flexible and your torso strong. Plus, it just feels good. What makes this stretch even more powerful is how it helps connect your body to your breath. As you inhale, lift your arm and lengthen your spine. As you exhale, gently lean into the stretch. That rhythm, inhale, lift, exhale, reach, turns a simple motion into a calming, almost meditative practice. And let's not forget, the mind and body are deeply connected. When you move with breath and intention, you're not just improving flexibility, you're reducing stress, improving focus, and lifting your mood. That's why I always say, never underestimate the power of a good stretch. It might look easy, but it can be one of the most healing parts of your day. Now, we've come to our final movement, and this one might be the most subtle, yet the most impactful. It's something many people overlook, but it plays a massive role in overall health, especially as we age. I'm talking about deep belly breathing. That's right, breathing. Not the shallow kind most of us do out of habit, but the kind that truly nourishes your body and calms your mind. To try it, sit comfortably in a chair, place one hand on your chest and the other on your belly. Now breathe in slowly through your nose. As you inhale, try to expand your belly, not your chest. You should feel the lower hand rise gently, while the hand on your chest stays mostly still. Then exhale slowly through your mouth, letting your belly fall. It may take a few tries to get the hang of it, and that's okay. What matters is that you're giving yourself permission to slow down and really feel each breath. This type of breathing activates the parasympathetic nervous system, the part responsible for rest, digestion, and healing. It helps lower blood pressure, reduce anxiety, improve sleep, and even enhance memory and focus. And here's the beautiful part. Deep breathing pairs perfectly with every other movement we've done. Whether you're marching in your chair, doing wall push-ups, balancing on one foot, or stretching side to side, your breath is your anchor. It keeps you present. It keeps you grounded. So often we treat exercise as something we have to do, a chore, a task. But when you bring your breath into it, when you move with intention at your own pace, it becomes something else entirely. It becomes a way to reconnect with yourself, to feel alive in your own skin, to remind your body and mind that you're still capable of growing, healing, and thriving. And isn't that what it's really all about? Not just living longer, but living better, with less pain, more energy, more confidence in your steps, more joy in simple movement. Let's take a moment to reflect on what you've just done, or even just imagined doing, which is a great place to start. You've activated your legs and hips with seated marching. You've built upper body strength with wall push-ups. You've challenged your balance and grounded your stance. You've loosened tight shoulders with arm circles. You've stretched your spine and opened your lungs. And finally, you've come back to your breath, the most natural, most powerful tool you have for health and healing. Each one of these movements can be done on its own or as part of a gentle daily routine. They don't require fancy clothes, equipment, or even a lot of space. All they ask is that you show up just as you are. And if today was your first step toward a more active, more confident you, congratulations. That first step is often the hardest, and you've done it. Keep showing up, even if it's only for 5 minutes a day. Small changes, done with consistency and care, can lead to huge improvements in how you feel, how you move, and how you see yourself. And remember this, age isn't a limit, it's a doorway. You've lived through so much, learned so much, and your body is still showing up for you. So return the favor, give it movement, give it breath, give it love. I'd love to hear how these movements worked for you, or what other ways you enjoy staying active. Leave a comment below and share your experience. Your story could inspire someone else who's just starting their own journey. And of course, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It helps support this community of strong, vibrant people who are choosing to age with purpose and power. Here's to living your best life at any age, to strong joints, resilient muscles, a clear mind, and a heart full of energy. Keep moving, keep breathing, and keep believing in yourself. You've got this.